So my story is actually kind of funny, and it's not a typical story. When I was around the age of 4, I bowled in like what you would compare to like a t-ball league. It was like for little kids just starting out, trying to get to know the sport of bowling, just trying to get the ball down the lane. I only bowled one like season of that, and I stopped because I ended up doing other sports. I wasn't really into it, so I didn't come back to it till 8th grade actually. And I was looking for a winter sport to do at my school because I was bored. So my cousin, he was a competitive bowler. He had bowled all his life. He was only 3 years older than me, and I was a very competitive kid. So he told me, he said, come join the bowling team. And I was a little iffy because I didn't really bowl. I hadn't bowled since I was 4. So I really didn't know how well I was going to do or anything like that. And he just told me to come join it. He said it was just a fun little thing to do. So I joined, and I ended up making the team my first year. And then I just kept getting better from there. And here I am now in college bowling, finishing up my senior season. So that event, I will say, is probably one of my best performances in college. I've never placed that high in a tournament ever. I was really proud of myself for that weekend. It was a really good weekend for me. It's a really good weekend for our team as well. We're still kind of a newer team, but we were able to band together and really get some good shots off in that tournament. But yeah, for me individually, I started off really strong with that 215 and a 212. I was just really comfortable in the line that I had on the lane. The ball I was using is my favorite ball, so it was the phase 2. I was loving that ball at the moment. It was going great on the lane. My third game, I had a little bit of a struggle. I only bowled a 177, but that was my low. I was able to turn around, get a different ball on that lane, and shoot a 222 and a 220 to finish that day. So. So I am very excited for championships. I'm very excited to see how we're gonna end, how we're gonna compete with the other teams in our conference. But I will say that I am most excited for our very first home tournament that we're having on March 1st. It's called the Duville Storm Classic. It's going to be a one-day tournament hosted at our home lanes, which is Town Edge in Buffalo, New York. I'm very excited for myself and for my team to be on lanes and in an atmosphere that we are very comfortable with. I bowled there since I was about 12 years old, so I'm just very excited to finally have a college tournament there and be able to have the support of home crowd and home teams, and I'm just very excited for that day. Those past 2 seasons were amazing. Like you said, we were able to upset Bryant and Kutztown. I feel like no one really saw us going into that third day. The same thing with last year. We were able to earn that 2 seed. That was amazing for us as a team. Unfortunately, we did lose our 4 seniors that we had on that team, who was a big part of that team, because in bowling, you only pull 5 people at a time. So those 4 seniors were very impactful to our season. But we have some new freshmen this year, and everyone on our team is continuing to get better. Practice is just going amazing for us. So we are all just trying to band together. I feel like we were seen as the underdogs these past 2 seasons, and that was used to our advantage in the past. And I feel like this year again, we're seen as the underdogs, and we're not expected to go far in ECCs. So I'm hoping we can use that to our advantage. So I've had many amazing moments here. It's really hard to pick. I'm going to pick 2. Just because I have one on the lanes and one off the lanes. My favorite on the lane moment was, like you said earlier, when we upset number 1 seed Bryant being the number 8 seed. I feel like we went into that day, not many people thought we were going to win. ECCs, for those of you that don't know, you have to lose twice to go home. Not saying that we were all doubtful, but we were all preparing to lose that match and see who we were going to play next. And when we upset them, just to be as a team, we were so excited as a team. It was amazing. Our coaches were so happy for us. It would literally made my heart just like swell. Like I was just so happy to be a part of that team at that moment. Like it was amazing. For an off the lane type of moment that I love just our van rides, which sounds weird, but we get down with it. I get the aux when we get in the van, and we love singing along to songs. Usually every season we have like a song that is like our like anthem. So last year it was Pink Pony Club by Chapel Roan, and Coach Sue and Coach Michelle would get into it. Before every tournament we would play it before we walked in, and once we got out of the tournament we would come out and play it. I fear this year it has been Breaking Dishes by Rihanna, but just our van rides, they're just so fun. We do homework in the van, I promise. But like when we get into those moods and we're all just kind of sick and tired of staring at our iPads, it's a very great atmosphere that I love. So as you said, it being my senior year, I'm buckling in, I'm anchoring down just to finish out and be done in May. It has been very difficult to balance bowling, school, and clinicals all at the same time. One thing I have done to help balance all of this is to try and utilize the time I have during the day to the utmost advantage. On tournament weekends in the van, I'm trying to study and do homework as much as possible so I have less to stress about later. And with clinicals taking up so much of my day, I try and get as much homework and studying done before and after my clinicals. And then I also have bowling practice into that and lift. Time management and keeping track of my assignments has been huge for me this year. It's also been very important for me to have people around me that hold me accountable. The girls on the team, we hold each other accountable with homework, studying. We all have similar majors, so we're all there to help each other, which has been great this year.